You are listening to Digging In Podcast, presented by Rooted Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to another episode of the Digging In Podcast. We have one of our most favorite guests we've ever had on this podcast, Roan Cannon. So many requests were just pouring in from our last two episodes to have you back on. So we have you in the chair. How are we feeling today?
Feeling great. Didn't know I'd be doing this today, but I guess there's a spontaneous side of me and it's still in there. So
why does everyone say that? Everyone just been like, yeah, John didn't tell me anything. Just said, hey, you're doing a podcast today. But his head barely fit in to the studio here because of all the requests, but that's okay. Love the swagger, love the confidence by Roan. So we are doing the segment, my favorite segment I've ever done on this podcast, and it is the burning questions. So we got that seat nice and hot for you. Are you pumped?
Yeah. I'm so ready.
Could you hear us laughing in here?
I could hear you laughing. Yep, I could hear it.
All right. First question. If you had to live in a TikTok trend forever,
oh God,
which one would it be? I tailored these questions
to age group.
Yes, I did.
TikTok trend forever. I'm trying to
You seem like a TikToker.
I am a TikTok. The side of TikTok on my own, probably nobody else is, but
don't overthink it.
I that's the problem. I am overthinking it. What type of TikTok trend would I live in forever?
Rowan.
Got it. I mean, anything that has to do with pets. I really like the dog TikToks. So if I could be surrounded by pets forever, that would be great. Honestly, I think
I like the way you answered that.
Anything with pets.
Okay. Let's get an easier question. Most hated food.
Ooh, that is a good question. I'm not very picky at all.
You don't seem like a picky eater.
No, I used to be really picky. I've expanded my taste buds a lot.
Okay.
Most hated food. It is when there is too much fat on a meat. And it's chewy and it's the worst, whether it's pork, steak, chicken, whatever. If the cut has too much fat in it,
you're out.
I'm out.
That's fair.
For example, the steak on our offsite.
Oh my! So I'm so
that was really rough.
Phil loves it too. So me and Jason were just talking about that.
Really?
We really were, and because it was the same question, and I don't know where he went with it, and the first thing that I thought of was the whole plate, and Jason was just like, I'll finish that off.
Yeah, Jason was good to go. He did not care.
Horrible.
He's probably eating MREs and wherever he was fighting, but
yeah, here we are spoiled. All right, you wake up tomorrow with a new superpower. What is it, and how do you use it first?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so I would say, you ask yourself that question as a kid a lot, and I think my favorite has always been super speed. I think super speed. You look at any of the comics; they're
like
always
running?
Yeah.
Just like light speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Like Barry Allen, Wally West, the variants of the Flash. They're always the most powerful characters in their relative space. And especially if you're going one superpower, right? Because if you want to be Superman, you need flight, heat vision, and vulnerability. But fast as Flash. And what am I doing first with it?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I just feel like I would start. I would just take in more. I would take in knowledge more quickly. Like you could read a book in 10 seconds. Imagine how many books you could read in one day.
Now it's making more sense. It's not just about movement.
No. He regulates
process information.
It's processing speed.
Wow, I'd be out of a job.
Yeah.
This one's been a fun one. What's your most used emoji?
This is different with age groups, but my age group doesn't use laughing emojis at all. We use the crying. The crying emoji means laughing, or the skull emoji, oh, I'm dead. That's funny. That's what we use. So I would say probably the crying or the skull is what we use.
But it's funny.
It's funny, yeah. It's like, dude, that's so funny, I'm dead, or it's so funny, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying.
Skulls to say it's funny.
Yeah, seriously, yep. I would say those two.
Boy, I'd love to explain that to my grandmother.
Yep.
What does that say about you?
I don't know. I'm laughing a lot, I guess. I'm laughing so much, I'm crying, or I'm dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Do you watch TV shows?
Yes.
If you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month. Oh.
The Office. I've watched The Office since I was 4 years old. I've watched it through too many times count, but genuinely probably over 10 times front to finish.
Wow.
I love the show more than anything. I could probably, if you told me a scene from an episode, I could probably tell you at least what season, if not the episode number.
Whoa, okay. I don't know much about The
My whole
Office.
family loves it.
Okay. Do you find that there's some similarities with Our Office and The Office?
Yes. I would say, yeah. I would say.
Do you care to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Our Office is very comfortable with each other. Sometimes too comfortable, but definitely comfortable enough to joke around with each other. And I think that's the biggest part of The Office, that it's not just, they're very clearly more than just coworkers. They're all friends too, and that's why it's very funny.
Yeah.
But I'd say that follows us here.
Did you just kind of think back to, this is off script, but think back to just a couple of years ago or a few years ago, could you have even imagined that you're sitting here, or that you're sitting up front?
So it's funny because I never thought I'd work even a white collar job at all. I was totally I was either gonna start my own business or I was going to the union. That was my goal, because that's what my dad did. So it was I'm either gonna do labor or I'm gonna start my own thing. I did not think I would be white collar, but I enjoy it. Sometimes I'm sitting there drinking my mini Diet Coke and it's raining outside, and I'm like, I'm glad I could type away this computer right now, because
pinky up.
I don't got to worry about nothing. I just got to answer phone calls. It's a good perspective.
Yeah, it's funny you say that,
way worse.
actually. So when I think back to my junior year of high school, I kind of had a similar thought. I thought I was just going to work construction. I'm just transparent. We're a matter of transparency. Smoke cigarettes all day. My dad was a laborer. I never thought that I was even going to go to college. And thankfully, my mom is the one that was wait a second, you need to have bigger aspirations in life. You're smarter than that. And it's also funny because I'll be driving on the interstate and, there'll be a roadside crew working and I'm like, whoo.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
And I know that, I have so much respect for them
course.
because that's where my story come from. That's where my family has always been. So it's just funny that you say that. So did you do karaoke?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
All the time?
Yeah, I've sang since I was little. I did theater for 8 years.
Oh, how did I not know that? What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, I'm a big crooner guy, so I like singing jazz.
I don't know what that is.
So
I know what
Frank
jazz is.
Sinatra, Nat King Cole, what is his name?
Can you sing us a line of just your favorite? Yeah, sing us a
Sure, I'll sing for you.
I love it.
I guarantee I'm the only one. If you asked to sing, I could sing for you right now.
Yeah,
out of
you
any
are.
of our, I don't know.
Just a quick line of whatever you
We're
want.
gonna go "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra.
Whoa,
Are you ready?
okay.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
That was really good.
Yeah, pull it out.
I can't believe I doubted you.
Yeah, pull it out. No, I'm telling you, I took vocal lessons for years. I was the lead in most of the shows I was in.
That was really good. I wish you would have came to the Carl event that we had last Tuesday, because there was karaoke there that evening. Yeah,
I said I would have done it.
That would have been super fun. That was awesome. Thank you for doing that. What's your biggest pet peeve about people?
Oh, people in general?
Yep.
I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. I don't really...
That's why it's a tough one.
I'm super in my own world most of the time when I'm out in public. I don't really care what anybody else is doing.
Love that.
But I would say when people are blatantly unaware of their surroundings, when they're if I'm walking, I'm like, dude, you just ran into me, or you're about to run into me, and you're walking on the total wrong side of the road or something. If I'm in Chicago, that's the worst thing.
That's so funny you say that. So when I was in the hot seat a long while back, my same thing was when people are unaware.
Yeah.
Just unaware people drive.
Unaware, not only like physically unaware, but unaware in a social setting. Wow, you really just said that.
Like
we're out in
mentally
public,
and emotionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really just said that. You probably shouldn't have said that. That's what I don't like, even though I do that sometimes.
That's crazy. I love that you just said that. Wow. Respect. What's the most millennial / Gen Z thing about you?
I'm definitely Gen Z. I think I'm about 10, 15 years into Gen Z.
Really?
I think so. Is it millennial early 90s?
Am I a millennial?
Yeah, oh, for sure. What's the most Gen Z thing about me? I would say...
For sure. I love your...
Yeah, no, ad-libs, stuff like that for sure, but... Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay. All right, you got me there. You don't really notice how much you say it until you start talking. But I would say probably my love for either video games. I think that's a big thing, which I don't play nearly as much, but video games for sure.
Okay.
Oh, God, I said it again. But I think this is anyone. I think anybody can get behind A good Lego set. I've loved Lego since I was like 4. I still will regularly, for display now, I used to play with them. Now I display them.
Yeah.
But I've loved Legos.
Okay.
Like if you get me a Star Wars Lego set for my birthday, I will be just as happy as if you bought me some new golf clubs. Like I will still enjoy it. So.
That's good to know. Clip that. For sure.
Yeah.
So for someone that just kind of doesn't care, so to speak, about what people think, is there like a specific moment though, like an embarrassing moment that lives rent free in your head from the past? Like, is there anything that you can name specifically?
Yeah. Let me think. Let me go.
Yeah, you could think about it.
Let me go through the first 3 things I went and get those out of the way, and then think of something I can actually say on camera. Most embarrassing thing. I really don't get embarrassed easily, especially in public, because I'm very aware that I will probably never see these people again. So I don't mind dancing around, whatever. Let's circle back.
We can circle back to it. We won't forget it though.
Don't forget it.
Keep
it back in my mind.
So this is kind of another Gen Z thing. Ooh. Put myself in that category. Which app do you waste the most time on, but you would never delete it?
Oh, YouTube. I listen to at least a podcast a day, I would say. I'd say...
That doesn't seem like a waste.
I don't think it's a waste necessarily either, but I'm always big into like the learning podcasts and stuff like that. So I'm always ready. That's my go-to when it's usually in the shower. I'm a long shower kind of guy. Half the shower is me just standing looking at the thing, but like I'm a long shower kind of guy, and definitely YouTube. Wasting time. Hold on.
All right, here we go.
I've got an alarm going off
right now.
I know he is. He's been eyeing me the whole time, and I'm staring him right in the face because it doesn't affect me.
Don't let him.
Yeah, YouTube. But I would say I definitely waste time on TikTok. I still probably wouldn't delete it.
I've never downloaded TikTok.
Good, don't.
I have a couple friends. I actually have friends that will like send me TikToks, and I'm like, I can't watch it, and I won't watch it. So, what's something in your house that you would grab in a fire that's not your phone, your wallet, or your keys?
Can we just assume that I would grab my wife? Is that out of that? It's like
we can make that
besides
assumption.
that, like she's already outside.
Yep, let's make that assumption.
I grab the dog. I grab the dog. I have to grab the dog.
What a material item?
A material item. Okay.
Yeah, let's really
clarify there. She'll be mad at me. Material item. First thing I'm grabbing. Oh man, what am I grabbing, dude? I will grab the memory box from our wedding.
Oh, okay.
Because if I don't say that,
wow, that's gonna get you some trouble. Okay, that's gonna get you some points.
Yeah. We'll go that one.
We'll go that one. What do you think people misunderstand about you the most?
Everyone has always thought I'm super arrogant. Like when I was younger, like super. I've definitely gotten better about it. But everyone always took me as like this, like too big for my own shoes. Like, and I think it's really easy to confuse arrogance with ambition. I think the key difference between arrogance and ambition is arrogance was when you're using your success and your drive to put people down, and ambition is when you're kind of staying in your own lane, you're just trying to make something of yourself. But I would say regularly, all my friends growing up, they would throw jokes at me because I was the kid that it seemed like it never affected me because they thought I was so arrogant and cocky, and I just thought so fully of myself, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting to hear. So with that being said, then like where do you see where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? Like, do you have that
3 to 5 years?
thought?
Well, depends on how the housing market goes, but hopefully in a house.
Okay.
In a house.
You guys rent currently?
We rent currently.
Okay.
Yep. In a house. Not a kid yet. 3 to 5 years. I think our time horizon for a kid is 5 to 6. So then I'll be 24, 25 at that point. I'll be much more ready to have a kid than right now. Hopefully, at the end of it, a kid and a house. And other than that,
where do you want to be career-wise?
Career-wise, wherever the firm needs me. I don't know. I really like Rooted in that it's very apparent everyone around here is always looking to bring up other people. It's not one of those where you got to fight for a new position or you got to fight for a promotion. People recognize your skills and they're more than willing to bring you up when the time is right. So I think get education. I'm studying for the 65 right now. I take that test in June.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, I have my window open. I've studied every single morning for over a month and a half for an hour. I was coming to the office an hour early for a month.
Wow.
Studying. But I realized I actually get way more done at home because Jerry will talk to me because he gets here early too. Anyway.
That doesn't sound like Jerry.
Yeah, right. And anyway, just any education I need to be used whenever I need. I have no intention of anything specific. Whenever I need to move somewhere, I'm like a, what do they call that?
A chameleon?
No. In like a Western, like a little, where it rolls.
A tumbleweed?
Tumbleweed. A tumbleweed. That's what I was saying. I'm a tumbleweed. I can go where the wind blows.
So with that being said, we got to circle back.
I thought of it. So I am way less afraid now. I could do it fine. I would still be anxious about it, but needles, I hate needles. There's a video my mom took of me, and I had to get which wasn't that long ago, my shots freshman year of high school. So about 6 or 7 years ago. And I had a habit of checking my mom's phone or checking the calendar to see when she would schedule doctor's visits. I hated it that badly. Wow. So I always knew, but she kept it from me this time. And I used to keep fish tanks, and I wanted to go buy some new fish. And she basically was like, hey, we're gonna have to hold off on that. We have to go do something first. And immediately when she said that, I knew what she meant. And I was like, I started I still have this video, it haunts me to this day, bawling my eyes out, screaming at the top of my lungs. I ran upstairs. I was just, you would have thought everybody in my life just died right there of how I was screaming. And that video is readily available anytime my wife, my mom, my dad, my brother want to watch it.
And this was your freshman year?
Going into my freshman year, 8th grade of freshman
so old
year.
enough.
Old enough to not be afraid of needles, and I was still terrified. Luckily, I got over it after that.
I love that you thought of that. Rowan, I appreciate you being on here. I just realized like how much time, like you're the one that just always keeps the conversation going, which I appreciate. So we will definitely have you back much more in the future. Super excited to see where your career progresses, kind of piggybacking off of that question. For those watching, Rowan would be one of the first people that you would talk to. So if you ever just want to chat, give him a hard time. Call him a millennial when he's actually a Gen Z. Give our office a call. You can also get a free copy of Zach's book, Deep Roots.
It's a bestseller.
Bestseller on Amazon. The phone number is 866-766-8332. As always, we'll dig in soon.
This was Digging In Podcast, presented by Rooted Wealth Advisors.
Love it. Dang, I didn't realize that was 17 minutes. Dude.
I had that effect.
You do. You should take over this podcast.
John's like, let me get this off my plate.